Hey, my name is Janae Hensley, and this is my career trajectory project. This first slide, I really wanted it to represent where I was before coming to Salina. That first picture, I absolutely love because the sunsets in Lawrence are the most beautiful. But I did do my prereqs. At Lawrence. So we got the Jayhawk, the KU photo, and then the sunset photo. And then that photo of me with blonde hair was taken in 2019. And before that, um, that was taken like right before I moved to Lawrence. But before that, I was a manager at Papa John's. And then even before that, I was a lifeguard. So you might be asking, where does caring fit into this? Well, so Papa John's and lifeguarding both taught me to care in like a team environment. It was very important that I work together with, my coworkers. And then KU taught me a lot about caring in and outside of the classroom and how important that is. Because you can give your 100% in the classroom, but if you don't understand it outside of the academic setting, it's not useful. So this next slide is where I'm at currently. So that photo of me on the right, that was at the white coat ceremony in Kansas City. And then we have the photo of the actual school. That place has my heart. And then the other two photos. So me and my friends, we had a Thanksgiving right before we all like left to actually go be with our families, and then of course Riley, because that one day that we like did that class activity where you were like, hindered in some sort of disability. I thought it just fit, and these people and this school have done so much to change me as a person. I know what caring is now. Um, and everything that we learn that comes with it, of just like how important it is and the impact it has on our patients' lives, and not only that, but like the role it plays in terms of our whole profession and how we're presented to the rest of society, um, which has been a really cool experience for me, especially with not only professional development but my other classes, and like the role that caring actually plays like in science. How do our patients react to treatment? Well, if they know that we care and that they have somebody on their side, they typically respond better to treatments and stuff like that. And then this slide and the next slide, these both are photos that I thought represent where I want to go. So I put another picture of the school because I actually want to go on to I would ideally like to work for 2 years as a nurse, keep my degree, keep my license, and then I wanted to go back to, the School of Medicine and become a doctor. Because one day I actually do have an interest in becoming a surgeon. Um, I know that that is way down the line, and I can only hope, that I would thrive in the School of Medicine. Um, but yeah, shows like Grey's Anatomy definitely interest me because this is where I want to end up. I want to be that surgeon that makes a difference in people's lives. And then the next slide, so this more has to do with other routes that I see myself taking if I don't want to go to med school. So that picture of me and my friend, her name's Kirsten. I met her my senior year when I was in Colorado. I actually graduated from there instead of my old high school that I was supposed to graduate at. Um, but the reason I posted this picture was because that was me in 2018. And at the time, she had actually ended up joining the Navy, and she is not a nurse, but I do have another friend from Colorado that is a nurse. Um, in the Navy. And this plays such a big part in, where I see myself going and what I want to achieve. I want to be an ICU nurse, but I'm thinking that'll probably change with my clinical rounds. Um, Hence the two Navy pictures and my friend. But really, I just see myself being a great nurse. That's above all else, med school aside, that's where I really see myself. I see myself being that type of caring person, when people really need it the absolute most, like in the ER or the ICU and stuff like that. That's where I see myself truly thriving. And that's where, the kind of journey that I hope, you know, learning about caring and continuing to practice it and study the science of it and the art of nursing and all of what we learned this semester. I really hope that I really take away from this class and incorporate it into my actual practice, because I mean, if I'm being honest, I have really big hopes and dreams. So yep, that is a few slides to summarize where I have been, where I am, and where I want to be. So thank you for listening to my presentation, and thank you for a great semester.